Hi guys, this is Arib and I'd like to demo a feature for SENUKE XCR that will absolutely blow you away. In SENUKE X, we have a built-in list of websites that the software can build links from. Now even though we have thousands of these websites, what if you come across a cool social network or a cool bookmarking website or a website in any of the modules that SENUKE has that the software doesn't yet support? So the software doesn't know how to build a link from that website yet. Now currently in SENUKE X you can't add any website that you want. But with SENUKE XCR we're giving you the ability to teach the software how to automate any website on the internet that you'd like to get a link from. So let me demonstrate how it works and how easy it is, even for newbies. So first thing we're going to do is for this example I'm going to show you how to automate WordPress.com. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new account creation script for it. So let's go to the account creation project. In the group called custom, we're going to right click and we're going to click on add script. It's going to ask for the site URL. So over here we're going to type in wordpress.com, leave everything else the same and press save. Now this screen shows up and this is where we're going to be doing most of our work. So the first thing we want to do is we want to navigate to the sign up page. So over here we see the sign up button, we click on it, and so over here we see the URL to the sign up page. I'm just gonna copy that to the clipboard, and over here this is a navigate step, and right now it navigates to this variable called site URL. Now this variable, when you run the script, this variable gets replaced with this URL right here. But what we're going to do is we're going to simply change this to take us to this web page. So the first step in our script is SENUKE is going to navigate to this page. Now from here on it gets really easy. What we want to do is we want to click on this little arrow that says select element, and then we simply want to select the blog address field, go to set element value. Now when you see this window, most of the time the only thing that you need to change is this value field right here. It's going to try and predict what value it should fill it with, but clearly we know that the blog address should not take the value of a random last name, so we're going to change this to the user ID and press save. Everything else we leave the same. SENUKE automatically fills in all the other fields. Now we go to the username field, and you can see that SENUKE makes it really easy by highlighting which element you're about to select. So we're going to select this element, the username element, click on set element value, and over here we can see that SENUKE correctly predicted that this is going to take the user ID. We press save, and we go down to password, set element value, and once again SENUKE correctly predicted that we want to fill in the password here. We press save. Now I'm going to scroll down, confirm, set element value, once again password, set element value, and over here we pick email address. Press save. Now this field is fine. The language will stay English, and then we just want to click on this button and we want to click on add element click, and once again SENUKE automatically fills in everything. You simply need to press save. So now we can see that we've automated this whole first page of how to create an account. So let's run this. Now as you can see, SENUKE is automatically filling in all the fields. So it filled in all the fields and then it pressed this click button. So now the next thing that we want to do is we want to tell SENUKE to wait for this piece of text. So we select this piece of text and then we say wait for this text. And so it's going to wait 20 seconds for this piece of text after clicking the button. And if it's unable to find this piece of text, then it's just going to automatically retry the script from the beginning. We can also tell SENUKE to force wait So if you want the script to wait for, let's say, 5 seconds after clicking a button, you simply check this checkbox and change the timeout here to however many seconds you'd like. So let's just press save. Now the last step that we want to do is we want to right click here, and then we want to click on add, and this lists all the different actions that we can take. So the last action we want to do is we want to click on mark finished, and that tells SENUKE once you've reached this step, the job is done. So let's move on. And that's how simple it is to automate the account creation portion of it. So I'm just going to run this. So now I'm going to close this and show you how to automate the submission to WordPress.com, actually going to that website and creating a blog. So what we want to do is we want to double click on the social network project. Everything else looks familiar. We have our article right here on the left. On the right we have this custom group again, and what we want to do is we want to simply right click and go to add script, and over here type in the site URL again, wordpress.com, and then press save, and this familiar window pops up again. So it seems like I'm already logged in, so I'm going to sign out first just so I can show you how to do this from the beginning. Now we can log in here, but there's actually a better way to log into wordpress.com, so I'm just going to fill this in with junk information and press login. Now we come to this page, so I'm going to tell SENUKE to take me to this page. Then I'm going to say to wait for this piece of text to make sure that the page is loaded properly. Then fill this with the user ID, fill this with the password, and click this button. Okay, so let's run this. Great, so now we've logged in. So now we want to tell SENUKE once we've logged in, we can expect this piece of text dashboard. So let's wait for this piece of text. And then over here, to submit a new post, we can simply use this quick press box right here. So we fill this with the title. We fill this with the body, which is the actual article. We fill this with the tags, and then we click on publish. So let's run this from here. Great. So now the post has been published. Now we want to tell SENUKE wait for this piece of text, view post, to make sure that the post was published properly. Now let's click this element. Now over here we'll see that it identifies the element with the exact URL of that blog post. So we want to get rid of that because each person's URL is going to be different, and we just want to leave these words view post. So it's going to click on any link that has the word view post in it. So let's run this from here. Okay, so now once it clicks that link, now we want to tell SENUKE wait for this piece of text to make sure we're on the right page. And now that we've waited, now that we know that we've created a new blog page, what we want to do is tell SENUKE add that URL to the URL list. So we simply right click, add URL, and the location URL variable will hold the URL of the page that we're currently on. And so we press save, and that's going to add that URL to the URL list. Now we can just go mark finished, and now we've automated posting a blog to WordPress. But there's so many other cool things that we can do with this feature. What if after creating the blog post, let's say you wanted to add a comment? So let's say over here we want to enter a new comment. Hope you guys like my first post. So all we got to do is select this particular element and then click on set element value, This is going to show you the appropriate element for putting your comment in. So let's just type in, hope you guys like my first post. And over here we can add spinner code if you'd like. And then just press save. And next thing we want to do is add element click. And so let's run it from here. Great, so now we just posted a response. So now we want to wait for this piece of text to make sure we're on the right page. Every time we navigate to a different page or we click a button, we want to tell SENUKE, look for a particular piece of text after that page load to make sure that we're on the right page. So now we're going to wait for this piece of text says, and that's how we know we're on the right page. Now this mark finish step, I'm just going to move this all the way to the bottom. So there we have it. That's our script, which will log into WordPress and create a new post and then leave a comment on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to run this in the actual submitter to demonstrate that things are working properly.
Submission complete.
There we go. The submission is complete. We weren't even able to see how quickly it did it, but it did everything, and the submission URL has been extracted and added to the URL list. So as you guys can see, it's a piece of cake. You don't need to know any programming whatsoever. A basic knowledge of HTML helps, but even without a basic knowledge of HTML, you'll pick this up really fast, and the sky is literally the limit for what you can do with the software now.